27 people have drowned in the Great Lakes, 11 on Lake Michigan alone. 5 of those were just this month.
It is just the second day of summer, and it has already been a deadly season on Lake Michigan.
Drowning deaths on Lake Michigan have increased by 80%.
Waves crash against the hull, not violently, not dramatically, just enough to remind you. This lake is alive, Lake Michigan, an inland sea stretching into darkness. Cold, deep, endless. On the surface, it looks peaceful. Vacation boats drift across it, families swim in it, children laugh along its shores. But beneath that calm blue skin, there are wrecks. Dozens of them. Wooden schooners split clean in half. Steel freighters resting upright in silence. Aircraft scattered in pieces across the lake bed. No graves, no witnesses, just water. They call it the Lake Michigan Triangle, an invisible shape drawn between Ludington, Benton Harbor, and Manitowoc. Inside those lines, ships vanish. Planes fall from the sky. Compasses spin without reason. And sometimes, there is no storm, no warning, just disappearance. In 1891, a schooner carrying 7 men set out on a routine run. Clear weather, calm water, it never arrived. In 1950, a commercial airliner carrying 58 people requested permission to descend through turbulence. Minutes later, radar contact was lost. No distress call, no final transmission. Gone. Search crews found fragments, but the lake kept the rest, and it always keeps the rest. Over the decades, survivors have described strange instrument failures, sudden fog rolling in like a curtain being pulled shut, waves rising out of nowhere. Magnetic variations have been recorded. Ancient stone formations lie submerged beneath the surface, arranged in patterns older than modern civilization in the region. Coincidence? Maybe. But the disappearances cluster, not randomly, not evenly, inside the triangle. The Great Lakes are known for violence. They can turn from glass to chaos in minutes. But what makes this different is the silence. No mayday, no impact reports, no wreckage fields large enough to explain the loss. Just a signal, then static. Lake Michigan doesn't roar when it takes something. Sometimes it barely whispers. And tonight, we're stepping into that triangle, because the deeper you look, the darker it gets. Waves slam against steel. Wind howls across black water. A Coast Guard radio cracks through static. Repeat, repeat. We've lost them. Radar glows. 1 blip, 2 blips, then nothing. The lake is flat, silent, too silent. Beneath that surface, ships rest where they shouldn't. Planes lie where they were never meant to be. And names are carved into memorials instead of gravestones. What you're about to hear was never meant to be connected. Not the schooners, not the freighters, not the aircraft, but they form a pattern. A triangle drawn across Lake Michigan. Ludington, Benton Harbor, Manitowoc, invisible lines. Inside them, disappearances. Lake Michigan isn't a small lake. It's an inland sea, cold enough to steal breath in seconds, deep enough to hide entire ships. Storms rise without mercy. But not every disappearance happened in a storm. That's what makes it worse. 1891. The Thomas Hume. 7 sailors. A routine coal run. Other ships made the journey. The Hume did not. No wreckage found for 115 years. Families waited. Wives stared at the horizon. Nothing returned. When divers finally located the wreck in 2006, it sat upright, broken cleanly in two, as if snapped. No evidence of collision, no signs of fire, just silence preserved underwater. 1921, the Rosa Belle, found capsized, 11 dead. Authorities blamed a collision with another ship, but no ship reported hitting it. No matching damage was confirmed. The explanation floated. The truth sank. 1950, Northwest Airlines Flight 2501. A summer night. 58 people heading home. The pilot reports turbulence, requests to descend. Denied due to traffic. Minutes later, radar contact disappears. No mayday, no final words. Search crews scan the water for days. Seat cushions, fragments, oil slicks. But the main body of the plane never fully recovered. 58 people swallowed by fresh water. To this day, it remains one of the deadliest unsolved aviation disasters in American history. And it happened inside the triangle. Years later, pilots report strange instrument behavior, compasses drifting, altitude readings fluctuating, unexplained disorientation. Some recover, some don't. Boaters describe sudden fog rolling in like a curtain, clear skies turning violent in minutes, waves rising without warning. Lake Michigan is known for rogue waves, walls of water appearing from nowhere, meteor tsunamis triggered by fast-moving storms. But here's the detail that lingers. Not every vanished vessel reported bad weather. Some were last seen on calm water, flat horizons, normal conditions, then gone. Researchers have detected magnetic variations in parts of the lake, small shifts, subtle, but enough to confuse older navigation systems, enough to send a vessel slightly off course. In 2007, sonar scans revealed something else. A circle of stones beneath the lake bed, arranged deliberately. One stone appears to show a carving resembling a mastodon. If authentic, it predates recorded regional history. It suggests the land was once dry, occupied, marked, now submerged, ancient ground drowned beneath modern water. What else lies buried down there? Fishermen speak of cold spots. Divers describe sudden darkness, even during daylight descents. Voices echo differently underwater. Sound travels strangely. Time feels distorted. Unproven, unverified, but consistent enough to whisper. The triangle doesn't claim victims daily. It waits. Years pass quietly. Then another anomaly, another malfunction, another name added to the list. Statistics say these are coincidences. Large lake, heavy traffic, accidents happen. And that's true. But patterns matter, clusters matter, and inside those invisible lines, the numbers rise. Ships outside the zone survive similar storms. Aircraft outside the zone land safely. Inside, margins shrink. Errors multiply. Signals fade. The water keeps what it takes. Bodies in freshwater decompose differently. Cold slows decay. Depth preserves secrets. Some wrecks remain undiscovered. Some may never be found. 925 feet at its deepest point. Dark, pressurized, silent. Watches stopped at final seconds. Inside the Lake Michigan Triangle, time doesn't end. It freezes. The pattern hasn't vanished. It's just quieter, waiting. So the next time a radar blip disappears, the next time a compass spins, the next time a routine crossing becomes a headline, remember the shape drawn across that water. Remember the names that never came home. And ask yourself, how many more are already resting below? The lake looks peaceful, but peace can hide anything. Dread evidence.